St. Paul, Minnesota, the final home game for the Minnesota Frost here in the regular season as they are chasing playoffs. Currently on the outside, looking in. Kenzie alone with you alongside Gigi, Marvin, Katie Storm, rinkside. Just 6 days remaining in the regular season. A lot on the line. The New York Sirens, their first of 3 games here where draft order points are on the line. They've been eliminated from playoff contention. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Frost, a regulation win today can get them 1 point back from the Ottawa Charge, who secure that 4th and final playoff spot. So a lot to play for, Gigi, and a homecoming for yourself. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's exciting to be here, and you're right. There is so much to play for. And first and foremost, as athletes, you just want to put your best foot forward no matter what. And so New York, look for them to show up tonight as well.
Sophie Jakes bringing this puck in early for the Frost, coming off her World Championship with Team Canada, her first ever at the Worlds. Now for Grace Zumwinkle, an early shot, toe save by Crean Schroeder. First game back. These groups after the international break. New York had a bulk of players who remained in their market, able to train. Coach Greg Fargo talking about how that was helpful. Some of the lines were actually staying together. We were able to work on a few things. Ozone time. So a chance to build off of that here. Of course, not the fate they would have wanted in these final 3 games, but lots to play for. Contracts and meaningful minutes on the line here for New York. Zisheva chipping it down low. Her Budarak will chase after it. Zisheva back to the blue line. Some time now. Carl Salemi. Gabby Rosenthal battling hard here on the far side. Look at Minnesota. Coming off a win in their final game before the break. 5-2 defeat against Toronto. Prior to that, though, they had lost 3. Gigi talked about how it's been a tale of 2 seasons here for the Frost, so they'll look to turn this direction with these meaningful games left.
They haven't. Just even the last 8, they've only scored 2 or more goals in those 2 times in the last 8 games. But speaking about that, scoring goals, you want the puck on Grace Zumwinkle's stick. Look at this, how she picks the puck up, gets it. It's a little bit of a turnover, it looks like, pops. We're looking at just a little bit of a different play right now as the puck moves in. Now she gets it. Nice feed from Carl Salemi to Flaherty for a shot on net, and Schroeder saw it the whole way, was able to deflect it, but I love that chance by Zumwinkle early in the shot, or early in the period for a shot in the toe save.
Zumwinkle coming off her first gold medal at the Worlds. Now with some room here on the far side, the Frost trying to use their speed to get into the Siren zone. Lee Steckleiner returning to the international stage, feeds it near side. Had 2 goals in that World Championship, still looking at her first of the season. Steckleiner 6 assists so far in her games for the Frost this year. On the far side, Peyton Levis drawing in, takes a load and a hard shot here. Maddie Rooney makes the stop. Back the other way, Steckleiner getting a hold of it, looking for Heisey, a great read the other way. Allie Simpson, who head coach Greg Fargo talked really highly of her earlier today.
Yeah, Allie Simpson is a great player. She's going to develop into even a better offensive defenseman. She really enjoys shooting the puck, but Coach Fargo was really appreciative of how attentive to detail she was over the break. She didn't miss a step. She was dialed in, super engaged, and wanted to be better.
Fargo having coached her at Colgate. It's Fargo's first season with the Sirens. As Simpson tries to move this puck ahead. Hend in the zone, now a break on the outside, spinning back. Shepard takes a look to the blue line. It'll go, a shot here just wide. Another early look. Sophie Jakes back to the blue line. Simpson, stretch pass, looking to center. Caught up, Jakes another angle on the far side. The Frost back in control here, and a high, hard shot. Jakes exploded out of a cannon here in the first period. Heads back as the Sirens drive pace. Archie on the far side, swatted down low by Flaherty. She'll land another hit. It's Panic coming off her incredible championship. Tries to chip this puck out, and Abby Rock, another great drive for her. Grace Zumwinkle, nice move, gets tied up in the process. Pops back to her feet. She'll go for a change. Jessie Eldridge talked about her point production this season against Minnesota. Looks to continue that on. 3 goals, 4 assists in the 5 meetings against Minnesota this season. Budarak with some room on the far side, tries to feed that to center. Eldridge gains a hold of it, chips it down, but icing will be the call. This is a confidence turnover. Shishima shot deflected off into the corner. Great look for Minnesota off the face-off. Thompson tries for the blue line. Shishima looking to recover at center. Right off that devastating bronze medal loss with the national team. Finland earning it in overtime. A collision into the boards. The play will continue on. Krosalemi to Shishima, trying to contain. Can she get it? A lance shot as Schroeder makes an excellent stop. We talked about what's on the line here today for Minnesota. Regulation win puts them one back from the Ottawa Charge. They are in crunch mode. Head coach Crown McCown, the Czech national team, calls her the quiet engine. She's always giving it 110%. May not say a lot in the locker room or in team meetings, but you can rely on her and her work ethic. One of the most experienced players on that national team, looking to bring that to Minnesota. Now to center, a break here. Another chance. Puck's loose, still in control, and a shot save made by Schroeder. When Schofield losing her speed early on in this first period. Jenna Watkins chipping it back down low. Also earned herself that contract, earning those top 4 minutes here with the Frost as she goes back for a change. The Sirens looking ahead on ice. G. Downey Landry with a stretch play, trying to recover that stretch pass. On value here for this Frost team. Trying to find some goal scoring with the final 3 games left. This is their last home game. Fan appreciation night. Zumwinkle in control. Pulls it back. Takes a look through center. Will use her speed to get it in. Zumwinkle on the outside. Her shot on net. Schroeder makes a save. Another chance. Schroeder, another great stop. Few good looks for Minnesota in this first period as they are controlling the game here. Panic in front, looking for a tip. Cleared away by Alex Carpenter. Carpenter to the rescue in the Siren zone on that play as the Frost go for a full change. Rooney will settle this puck. Natalie Bookbinder from Fairpoint, New York, reverses the pass. Flaherty caught up in the board battle. She'll look to take the body as the Sirens gain control. To the slot, Carpenter looking to feed it on net. Trickles to the corner. Talked about the importance of Carpenter and her leadership and that winning mindset. Of course, challenging to not be in the playoffs yet again, but Greg Fargo saying lots to play for. They get draft order points. Penalty on the way. Rooney will head to the bench. Minnesota will go to a power play as they control puck possession right now. Michaela Cava touches it to center. Sophie Jakes with her speed on the outside. Jakes cutting to center. Delayed penalty on the way. Cava looking for Heisey. Extra attacker on the ice now for Minnesota. Heisey walks the line. Looking for a tip down low to Sophie Jakes. She'll get a hold of it. Minnesota still in control here with a penalty on the way against New York. Shot here looking for the rebound. And the whistle will blow. Shelton looking for a quick explanation with the officials here. To the box, she will go. Ella Shelton will take a seat for 2 or less. So Minnesota to the power play when we return inside Xcel Energy Center. So Ella Shelton will take a seat in the box, 2 minutes or less for interference. She's pleading her case to the officials here. Minnesota will go to the power play as we take a look at this play.
Ella Shelton steps up and clearly gets Kendall Coyne Schofield from behind. Schofield wasn't able to make a play on that, so that'll be an interference call. And we'll get a look at Minnesota Frost on their first power play.
16.2% for Minnesota on the power play coming into this game. That sits them 5th with the 6 teams in this league. Good news, a lot of power play goals have come at home. 7 of their 12 on the season, so we'll look to lean into that. On Fan Appreciation Day during that TV timeout, players were throwing signed pucks into the stands for some lucky fans. Mike Zanny Hart trying to flee this puck. That will go the distance. Archie challenging Rooney here. Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. Coyne Schofield, Jakes loads and a hard shot from the defender. Short-handed, now the other way, a chance for Payne Levis. She got squeezed out. Thompson chips it ahead. Grosalemi back for Thompson, just too far away. She'll have support. Kava dropping it down. For Minnesota on the power play. About a minute gone as they look to set up their unit down low. Grosalemi fights off. Up high for Steckline. Snaps it back. Heisey scanning. She'll cross ice looking for Thompson. Gets a shot. A rebound's there. Thompson gets tripped up, but the play will keep going. Steckline to Heisey. Drops it back. Nice no-look pass. Steckline gets the shot up. Looking for a rebound. Grosalemi. A great play from a diving moment in front of Schroeder. Heisey makes the slap shot. Looking for Thompson again on the near side. Under 30 seconds to go on the Frost power play. In comes Heisey. Another play. Kava, her shot just wide. This power play getting some looks. Steckline. Back down low for Heisey. Takes a shot again. Here's one. A save made by Schroeder and another excellent stop for the goalie. Channel Watkins jumping down at the final moment.
And a beautiful shot pass by Taylor Heisey, completely selling the shot, but instead of going across ice on a pass.
A textbook play for Taylor Heisey. Didn't do it once, twice, almost had it 3 times connecting to that far player. Back to 5-on-5. 3 shots landing for the Frost on that power play. Watkins getting a hold of this puck now. Down low for the Frost. 3 points can go a long way for this team. They keep their hopes on the playoffs. Last year, you think they needed just 1 point in the last game of the season, and that was against New York. Fortunately, they lost, so they had to wait for their fate. Ottawa ended up losing to Toronto, so Minnesota earned a playoff spot last year. And as we heard from Kelly Panic in that interview with Katie Storm, it was just one game at a time, and well, they went on to earn the first ever Walter Cup. On the near side, Shepers drops it back. On net, it will go just wide. And Larova for the Frost gets a chance. Jaguar the other way for the Sirens. Lands on net. Rooney makes the stop. A game of runs. Shepers will keep it going. Out wide for the Frost. Driving pace. Shepers will hold. Trying to feed that pass out in front of the final second. Montoon coming off that bronze medal win with Finland. Any change here? She'll go. Up comes fresh legs for the Sirens. Halfway through this first period, Minnesota power play chance can capitalize.
They did have a lot of good movement, a lot of good chances. Schroeder stood up tall.
Now Grosalemi with some room, draws it in. Her shot gets blocked in front by the defender. Mike Zandy Hart doing a great job. Playing a whole lot of minutes. A stretch pass there. Fillier, a breakaway chance for the Sirens. Fillier, her shot, save made by Rooney. New York's best chance of the period comes from a breakaway from Sarah Fillier. As the Rooney chance started inside Xcel Energy Center, a great save for her. Fillier, 12 goals on the season. Love to get to 13. Certainly the running candidate for Rookie of the Year. Tough collision in the corner. Frost popping right back up. Heading net front as Rooney makes a great save. Steckline back to her feet. Lee Steckline taking a look, chips it up to the far side. Budarak will chip it ahead and go for a change. Allie Simpson, stretch pass, Rock gets the touch, sends that down low into the Minnesota Frost end. Sophie Jakes had a dynamite first period here, feeds it ahead. Now on the outside, trying to make that pass is Michaela Kava. She'll finish it out in front. Schroeder gets a piece of it. It's been all Minnesota. 14 shots on net so far here in the first. Still got under 8 to go. Another chance to center, a turnover. Point Schofield, shot save made by Schroeder. A busy first for the Sirens goalie. Kava loads, trying to find a new angle on net. Another great sequence for the Minnesota Frost. Heisey to center, Point Schofield. She'll feed it down low into the corner. He's got a 1-2 duty coming off the break where some athletes were away, some were at home training. Will you find your legs? How long will it take to gel? The Frost, an effortless transition for them.
They've done really well, and I love their neutral zone transition. They hit the middle with ease, and that gives them many options in the offensive zone.
Zumwinkle tries for the cross-corner play. Flaherty along the blue line. Back down low. Brooke McQuaig, who's been on fire here for the Frost. Running a 6-game point streak. Would love to continue that into this afternoon's game. Zumwinkle out in front. A chance here. McQuaig gets caught up. Shelton got a piece of it as Fillier connects to center. Carpenter now out wide with some room. Jade Downey Landry cuts to center, drops it off. Fillier shot. Rooney will make the save. Fillier can't crack Rooney here in the first period. Some good looks for the Sirens, but it's been all Frost in their final home game of the regular season inside Xcel Energy Center. Look at those scoring chances. I mean, Minnesota driving the way, but New York had some good looks.
They did, but as Coach Fargo mentioned, there's just their legs aren't moving as quickly, and they need to not have as much time spent in their D zone. And so if they can just be a little bit quicker to anticipate reads and jump all over the Frost, because Minnesota is winning battles and finding the open space to be able to move the puck into higher quality scoring chances.
Look at those scoring chances. Minnesota had 8 there so far here in the first period to New York's 3. Of course, that breakaway chance with Sarah Fillier certainly energized the group. They're trending in the right direction for that international break, having won 4 of the last 6 games, including 2 in a row. They took down Ottawa. They took down Montreal. They are out of a playoff spot this season. We'll start accumulating draft order points starting today. Eldridge working in on this board battle for the Sirens. Stolen away by Kelly Panic. Jakes had a dominant first. Looks to get by Abby Rock. Look at the game last night, too. Ottawa, Montreal. That came down to the wire. 12 seconds left. Ashton Bell shorthanded. GG the Boston game as well. You saw a goal in the final seconds of the second period, I believe.
Yes, Teresa Shavzel on a 3-on-2 power play rush. Wow. Just a lot of excitement happening at the end of the periods in the games lately.
We always hear coaches say the beginning first minute, the final minute of a period can be the most critical time in a period. Heisey going end to end here. A pass in front to Coyne Schofield. A great look for these two in the first period. Danny Hart takes the body in this board battle. Frost to Steckline on the blue line. Sends it back down for Coyne Schofield. Heisey after it. Takes down Carpenter. Pops right back up. Got clipped there in the battle. Steckline, the top 3 player, the U.S. team at the most recent World Championship in Czechia. Green Schroeder setting it back up, looking for Fillier. Carpenter, whose puck bookbinder gets there first. Assist for her so far this season. Both teams going for a change here. Under 5 to go in the first period. It's been all Minnesota Frost. They're just shooting New York 16-5 here in the first. 5 innings so far between these two teams. The Sirens have won 4 of them. Rock coming with extra time. Flaherty chips it down low. Shelton chasing after it. The Sheppers beats her there. Sheppers gets a hold of it. Tries to feed it to the blue line, and Victor steals it away. Jaguar, 2 Quebec natives in for the Sirens. Jaguar lands the shot. Tim Rooney makes another stop. Flaherty goes back for it. Just can't forget her game-winning goal in the 3rd period and a Denver takeover to her game for her first goal of the season. Simpson out wide. Taylor Gerard looking for a far side play. Frost back on the attack, near side. Imarova. At 4 is Corstelleni, chips it down. Jaguar looking to send it back to center, but it hit the Sirens bench. So a stoppage of play.
Big news earlier this week for the PWHL as the league announced that it's expanding to Vancouver. Having a team provides more opportunity. So it's really just exciting for everybody, the players, the teams, and especially the fans.
Absolutely, Katie. I mean, so exciting. I think first and foremost of goaltenders. One of the hardest jobs to get right now in the PWHL. More teams, Gigi, more opportunities.
100%, and it's so fun. I watched the press conference, and just see the joy in the little girls' eyes as they announced that their city was hosting, going to be home to a PWHL league. I mean, that's what this all is all about. It is so fun to be able to inspire the young ones to see them achieve their dreams in the future, hopefully.
looking to get back into the win column at a time where they would love to punch their ticket to the postseason. It's 4 wins, last 12 games. Thompson flips this puck to center. Carpenter sees it through. She'll look to recover, and she will through the legs, chasing after, but Steckline beats her there. She'll protect the puck. Carpenter chasing. Steckline with momentum. Feeds it ahead, looking for Michaela Cava. Also a well-earned extension coming into this season for Cava. I think also some of the BC natives like Micah Sandy Hart and Jen Gardner, the Montreal Victoire. Of course, some athletes will be protected, I would assume, in the upcoming draft. And who knows what will be on the horizon, who will play for that team. But you think of some of the players who are from that province, have to be excited to see their home area getting a PWHL team.
It's evident that even though there was a break and a handful of players were overseas and the rest of the team here, their chemistry is really evident today.
Out in front, looking for the rebound here. Schroeder doesn't let that in sight. Getting into it, Shepard's a collision here, and that's going to lead to some mayhem behind Schroeder's crease.
So here's a look at Budarat. She makes a play to the net, but Schroeder has been solid so far in this game and covers the puck up. And as you see, Shisheva and Zandy Hart kind of exchanging blows behind the net, and a bunch of players join in after.
Slow-mo and into the face mask it will go. So face off to the right of Schroeder. Rosenthal will take the drop against Carl Salemi. 4-on-4 action. Sandy Hart and Shisheva in the box, each with a roughing penalty. Kenna Watkins with the play here in center, battling hard, stolen away by Bourne. Jamie Bourne with the Sirens. Tries to get by Quinn Schofield. Crosalemi there for help. Near side pass. Shayla Watkins with speed. Out wide has a chance. She'll cut back. Trying to outwork Jesse Eldridge. Heisey, her shot deflected into the corner. And Schofield will pick it up. And Schofield with speed, showcasing that. Taking a look, went for a skate and got a shot on net. But it won't be enough. More time, more space with 4-on-4 action underway. When Schofield another chance down low for the Frost. Tied up by Bourbonnais. There Thompson comes in for help. Eldridge reverse, looking for Simpson. Rock there to help out. A great season for Abby Rock, 17 points this year. Simpson to the far side. Rock pushed out by Steckline, battling hard. Thompson, down low for Rock. Thompson shots. Bodies in front, that gets blocked. Final seconds of this first period as time will wind down. It was all Minnesota in the first. Going Schofield a great period. Sophie Jakes with a great period. Still 0-0 after 20. Second period underway. Fillier trying for an early chance for the Sirens. Thompson, a quick D-to-D pass looking for Steckline. And Schofield turns it back, connects with Heisey at center. Taylor Heisey, goal and assist in the gold medal game for the United States. Tessa Janicki with the winner for Penn State. Incredible moment. Looking to build that off here into their playoff push. Thompson fighting for space, has support. Point Schofield, third side by Abby Rock. On 3 of her 4 face-offs in the first period. They're doing a good job at the face-off dot in the opening frame. Grace Zumwinkle, a chase here, cuts to middle. Zumwinkle shot save made by Schroeder, trying to pick up the rebound. But to speak of Katie Storman, our first intermission, just trying to keep the pace and the momentum going. A well-knit group here. They picked up right where they left off for the international break. Jakes lands a hit. Pocket center. Eldridge trying to gain a hold of it. Has Abby Rock there for help. McQuigg from Bowmanville, Ontario ahead for Budarat. Whipped away by Simpson. Certainly a player to watch with years to come here for the Sirens.
Nice work by, sorry to interrupt, by Abby Rock. Simpson pinches and picks her player on the wall, but New York has struggled having a second quick person in to get the puck, and she was able to get in there, Rock, very fast to get the puck out of their zone.
Fillier now looking to use her speed. Turnover to center. Krosalemi protects. They'll have to retreat to center. Elite pass. Bookbinder ahead. Not close to center. Carpenter trying to recoil it back. Payne Levis with a break here for the Sirens. Out wide. Her shot. Rooney makes the save. The rebound's there. It gets cleared away. Tied up in front. Carpenter taking some hits here so far in this game, but she pops right back up. Fillier with a tight angle shot. She'll let it go. Levis, the Minnesota native, on the outside. Her shot, toe saved by Rooney. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action this game, but each time she has risen to the occasion.
And the Rooney chants go off again in this building. I love it. She's such a strong, solid, and very athletic player. Make great saves.
Shot here, save made by Schroeder at the other end. It's been a battle of goaltending in this game. You being from Minnesota, when you think back to last time you were here, a playoff game and a lot on the line for both these teams. Penalty on the way.
Good to see Katie Knoll skate off under her own power. And here's a look at as Downey Landry comes in. Katie Knoll is facing the away, so it's back to her. See their numbers, and you're kind of taught, hey, if you see numbers, hold up a bit.
After reviewing the play in the consultation with the central situation room, we have a 5-minute major penalty and a game misconduct for checking from behind. Numbers 27, New York.
5-minute major in a game for Jade Downey Landry on the checking from behind play on Katie Knoll. Heisey in the face-off dot. Has support. Engages in the board battle. Hobson tries to flee it away. Stackline pinches. 5-minute power play for the Frost. Heisey takes a look. Cross-ice pass. Thompson steps down. She'll try for a shot. Redirected off in front of Lauren Bernard. And some time here on the kill from the Sirens. Thompson, her shot. Look at the power play chance Minnesota had back in the first period. A lot of great looks. Heisey not afraid to snap that puck cross ice. Heisey, top of the circles, taking a look here. Her shot gets blocked.
3 key blocks for New York on that setup by Minnesota.
They'll look to keep these shots blocked. Another chance here for the Frost. With a rebound chance, Schroeder will make the save.
Schroeder has been good. Seeing the puck, tracking it into herself, able to catch that rebound right in front.
And Quinn, 2 goals, 5 assists in her last 6 games, looking to extend that point streak. Alex Carpenter has a record for the longest point streak this season. She went 7 games straight with a point. Sophie Jakes takes the space given. Looking for Zumwinkle in the corner. There's Zumwinkle. Power play goal this season against the Sirens. Takes a look for Jakes. Near side, panic, scanning. She'll pull it back up high. Jakes' shot, save made by Schroeder. So 5-minute power play for the Frost. Downey Landry, private a game for checking from behind on Katie Knoll. Got to think Gigi more time to think about strategy, getting both units out there, with each likely getting a crack at this power play.
Absolutely, and again, Minnesota's movement is really good. Their zone entries have been good. It's more now about just being able to capitalize when you get the opportunity.
Short-handed, a break here. Payne Levis cuts in. Her shot save made by Rooney. A huge stop from Rooney, as the saying is. A huge stop for her. Rooney comes back to settle this puck down low. Stockline will gain a hold of it. Near side, Heisey with speed. Through center, she'll go. Taylor Heisey enters the zone with ease. In front, and Cava with the great release. The chances keep coming for the Frost. They're going to cash in here. Down low, quick pass up for Thompson. Bobbled puck, a break this time for Gabby Rosenthal. She'll chip it in. Sirens go for a change. Thompson, far side pass. In the zone will be Michaela Cava. She gets pushed off. Bourbonnais not far behind. Now loose puck at center. Foot raise, Heisey gets there. Zumwinkle throws a pick there on Abby Rock. Heisey back in with speed. Foss getting an early change. Bourbonnais down low. She'll find Shelton, who sends it in.
Great decision by Bourbonnais. She's on her forehand. She could have just panicked and thrown the puck up the wall, but there's pressure up the wall. She instead released it to her D partner, who's able to clear the length of the ice.
Calm, cool, and collected here on this big kill for the Sirens. Fillier steals it away. Kelly Panic sends it right back down. Panic coming off a great World Championship. Finds Sophie Jakes, far side. One-time shot. A great look at the far side. Panic slowing up pace. Up high. Another chance here. Zumwinkle just teeing them up on the far side. Panic. Another look up for Jakes. She'll go for the shot. Tipped in front. Some great hand-eye coordination by McQuigg. Carpenter to Fillier. That won't connect. Fillier, though, out on the outside of the netting. She'll go for a change.
This was a great play by Alex Carpenter there. One-arm dish pass across to Fillier. Didn't quite connect, but again, it's one-handed. Still, the skill she has is really exciting to watch.
I'll never forget the goal she scored at the rivalry series. I want to say it was in Kitchener or Sarnia. Out of midair, one hand got the tip in and went by Desbiens.
So talented.
I've never seen. Heisey now, top of the circles. 4 seconds to go on this power play as Steckline lands it on net for Schroeder. Some great looks here for Minnesota all game long. 17 shots in that first period. Steckline pulls it back. 30 seconds to go on this power play. Salemi handles it along the blue line. Won't be enough though. Offside will be the call. 19 seconds remaining. At the other side, it's Jiggy Dowling-Landry that has a lone shorthanded goal for the Sirens. And their special teams have been really good. The best PK. Perfect 6 for 6 in the last 2 games before the break, as they look to fight off this 5-minute power play for the Minnesota Frost. And they'll find success there. A huge kill for the Sirens. They'll look to make something happen here. Rock shot off the bar. Back to 5-on-5. In the zone, Archie and Toulouse working it along the boards. Shishva skating after it. Jaguar battling hard down low against Bookbinder. Well, what a kill for the Sirens. Minnesota will look to regroup, build off that power play momentum.
Yeah, a lot of block shots. Great work by New York to keep the puck to the perimeter and outside. They didn't really give up too many chances, and the ones that they did, Corinne Schroeder was able to save.
That was a nice one as well. So close. Sirens on limited scoring chances. It's a game of inches and a great look for Rock. Mike Zandy Hart. Trying to send it back down. Salemi into the Siren zone. Scoreless here in the second period between the Minnesota Frost and the New York Sirens. She had some great looks at Worlds. No bigger goals than the game winner in the semifinal against Czechia. Came down to the wire there. Panic also the game-winning goal in the quarterfinal game against Germany. Some timely goals for the veteran. Did you get a chance to play with her for many years?
Yeah, and what sticks out to me is her IQ. I talked about it at the top on the open, and she is such a student of the game. She's extremely smart, intelligent, understands what the next plays are, and so you just see even her away from the puck, she's in the right position, and that sets herself up for great success. It's really fun seeing her being able to succeed.
How about the success in the face-off dot as well? She's made that an art form over her career. So good in winning face-offs.
100%. She's someone you can absolutely count on for a big draw, no matter where it is on the ice.
And 60% the face-off dot out the Worlds. Just over 61 in the final. Channel Watkins off her skate in the nick of time. Sirens pressing here. Channel Watkins will take the space given. Play McQuigg. Can she break? Draws it in for support. Looking for Grace Zumwinkle, who is entering the zone. Carpenter the other way. Looking away for help. Fillier there to support. Loose puck. Simpson feeds it to the corner. Zumwinkle engaging in the board battle. Steckline will land the body. Silhouette her first goal of this game. course, if New York wins in any fashion today, the Scepters will clinch a playoff spot. And if they win in regulation, they'll secure a top pick among the non-playoff teams in the upcoming PWHL draft. So draft order points beginning here today for the Sirens. Bookbinder goes after it as the Sirens make a change. Thompson caught up in the centering feed. Has help. Heisey ahead for Cava. A nice play. Taylor Heisey stepping in, and her shot stopped by Schroeder. Flaherty will try for a high shot here. It's the glass. Wayne Schofield picking up in the corner. Loose puck here, stolen away. Taylor Girard, a break for the Sirens all alone. Girard, shot, she scores! Taylor Girard, her first of the season, gets the Sirens in the lead.
Taylor Girard, a player with so much skill and speed. I've seen her score multiple short-handed and just regular 5-on-5 breakaways. And notice how she strips the puck of the defenders, able to come on, and lefties love that low blocker side as she's able to come in with even a rolling puck and just release it. Quick release, able to get past Maddie Rooney to put her team up 1-0.
Her first of the season, first as a Siren, that's gotta feel good. Making the most of her moments. Has had 2 assists in her 15 games with the Sirens since the trade. And New York, just like that, is in the lead against Minnesota. Moments after, Ken Kleen pleased with the opportunities that have come his way for his team. They're going to stay the course and most importantly, capitalize. As the Sirens, though few and far between opportunities, have found a way to bury it. Fillier had a breakaway chance herself, but Rooney stopped her this time. Girard found the back of the net. Bookbinder here for Minnesota. Turnover chance. Eldridge back down low. Rock shot off the bar. Her second of the game. A tight angle shot, but she went for it. Another great look for the Sirens.
Yeah, beautiful decision too. In tight, just trying to roof it.
Rock trying to settle this pass to the blue line. Eldridge down to Rock. Her shot hits the net down low. Play will continue on for the Sirens. Far side pass. Another chance here. Down low. Hobson lets that go from the blue line. She has another angle. Brooke Hobson lets it go. Blocked in front. Play will continue on from Abby Rock. Eldridge, 3 goals, 4 assists in her time against Minnesota. As Rooney makes the save and gets a much-needed whistle. New York, a team that was trending in the right direction before the break, having won 4 of the last 6 games. They won 2 in a row. Break for the International. Now coming into this game because of the wins yesterday are out of a playoff spot, but building on moments and fine-tuning a few things here in the final 3 games is important as Girard gets her first of the season. Carpenter out in front on the far side. This time, Sarah Fillier has a look. She'll take the shot high and off the backboards. Carpenter has had some looks. She'll retreat with some time now. Claire Thompson, the defender. To center she'll go. Heisey, a better lane. Back for Thompson in front. Looking for the extra pass. Can Cava bury it? Schroeder will make the save. A great look for the Minnesota Frost. Thompson drops it off. Heisey, another lane here. She's been around it this game. He's a far side for Cava. Trying to outwork Carpenter. Down low, the cycle started here for Minnesota. And a great look along the near side. Jakes brings it in deep. Sophie Jakes for the Frost. Keeps it to the outside. She'll spin back for it. Former Buckeye gets pushed off the puck. Heisey there for help. Near side channel, Watkins takes a look. She'll go for it. A shot here into Corrine Schroeder.
And we saw a couple passes now in this game from Heisey. I'd love to see her just release, just catch the goalies, catch the defenders off guard, because everyone knows she's been passing. Let's see her shot in action.
And she has got a shot when she takes it. Look out, a quick snapshot from Taylor Heisey. Can go a long way. Has that pass-first mentality. It's led her to an incredible career. Now, Chisheva for the Frost. Gets stopped up by Shelton. Reverse looking for Eldridge at center. Now Harchie will look to take advantage. Has Rock with her. A diving play. A great look for Sophie Jakes. Goes Carpenter at one end for the Sirens. They slow up the Frost with a great save, and Sophie Jakes putting her body on the line at the other end. Off the glass into center it will go. There's something so great about seeing a defender just putting their body on the line, stretching across to prohibit that cross-crease pass. Great play for Jakes. She's had her chances, certainly, in this game. Carpenter picking it up on the near boards. Kicks it to center. Hobson taking it in. Feeds it around. Claire Thompson getting a hold of it. Panic onto her stick and will go. Driving pace here for the Frost. Zumwinkle, her shot blocked in front. Panic trying to pick up the rebound. The Sirens coming back with numbers the other way. On the far side, Carpenter taking a look here. Down low, Peyton Levis' shot. She gets an extra touch on it. Rooney made the save. Levis' last goal was against Minnesota this season, back on March 16th. 4-1 win for the Sirens. Minnesota still looking for their first regulation win against the Sirens this season. Their lone win coming in a shootout. Izzy securing that win for them in the shootout. Gerard chasing here. Bookbinder settling along the boards. Looking for Panic. Back in for Bookbinder. She'll bring it out wide. Flaherty loads her shots far into the corner. Elizabeth Giguère chips it ahead. So it was all Minnesota in the first period. Sirens have had some looks here in the second. Minnesota not able to capitalize on their 5-minute power play,
which has been key, I think. I mean, five minutes, 3 shots on net during a 5-minute power play.
With at least Steckline's minutes this season, they've certainly been up there. She's played 19 minutes, 22 seconds. That was a game against New York in their last meeting back on the 16th. Valued in all situations, Lee Steckline. Ormone goes D to D. Rock sends it in. Icing the call. Danny Hart dialed in here for this game. Now her first goal with Team Canada at the Worlds in just 3 games with Team Canada at the World Championship. Ormone tried for the pass. Another diving stop. This time Channel Watkins puts her body on the line. Eldridge looking to start the cycle. Panic disrupting momentum down low. Eldridge breaks away. Up high, Rock loads in a high shot here. Rooney trying to punch that ahead. Out in front, Panic settles it, leaves it for Jakes, who goes for a skate. Sophie Jakes with the break here for Minnesota. Zumwinkle with her, but it gets stolen away. Simpson with a great touch. Eldridge looking for a far side pass. Fecteau chasing Thompson. Sirens go for a change. Heads down into Schroeder's territory, who's really been the story here for New York, especially in the first period. The Sirens have earned at least 1 point in all 5 meetings against Minnesota this season. They've won both the games that have been here in Xcel Energy Center. Turnover chance. Levis down low. Carpenter, this time Fillier, a snapshot there. Rooney ready for it. Back up high. Chasing after it, Shelton retreats. Frost goes for a change. As Hobson heads down into her own zone. Levis on the far side. Shelton helps out. Salemi in this board battle. Bookbinder keeps his puck in for the Frost. Under 2 to go in the second period. New York in the driver's seat, courtesy of Taylor Gerard with her first of the season. In front, Crossalemi's high shot here off the boards. It will go. Some looks for the Frost late in this period. Budarak down low. Shisheva scanning. She'll choose to hold on. Here's Shisheva on the backhand in front, looking for Crossalemi, who kicks it to herself. The puck ended up getting blocked.
Strong defensive play by New York. They lost a player. That's why Shisheva had so much space. They kind of lost their players, but they held tight net front and refused to allow any entry into the critical spot.
1-0 New York leads.
Talking to Coach Greg Fargo, and I had mentioned is a much more disciplined team, in my opinion, from last year. However, the result is still the same, the inability to get those regulation wins and accumulate the points that they so desperately needed throughout the year.
Look now, starting to peak at the right time, but it just wasn't enough for the Sirens this season. Heisey out far, out in front, trying to make a pass. Eldridge steals it away as Minnesota would like to make a playoff push themselves and get into the equation. Regulation win for them would put them 1 point back from the Ottawa Charge, who hold that fourth spot. Eldridge down low. Heisey into her skates, chips it to the far side. Frost now on the attack. Cava near side, feeds it ahead. Quinn Schofield, she'll load for a shot, blocked in front. Talked a lot about the block shots this game. Sirens have done a good job, especially net front, blocking a lot of the pucks that have come their way. Kelly Panic trying for her attempt here in the final seconds of this second period. Archie along the blue line. The Frost would have one more chance here. Zellweger, will she do it? Swatted away as time will expire through 40 minutes. Sirens have done well this season with the lead after 40 minutes of play. They're 6-0, their record. They'll look to build on that here in the final frame. Frost looking to find a way here. Just 3 games remaining in the regular season. This is their final home game. Up next for them, they'll be in Ottawa on Wednesday, wrapping up in Boston on the weekend. Coyne Schofield down low. Each and every game mattering for the Frost here. A lot on the line. Board battle underway, trying to keep this puck in zones. Cava, but Carpenter comes out with it. She'll make a far side pass to Fillier, who has certainly had some looks in this game. Sarah Fillier, one more high shot here, up and over Rooney. Rock chipping it back down low. She's been excellent in the face-off dot so far this game, having won 10 of her 12 face-offs. Coyne Schofield the other way for Minnesota. Chips it in, shoulder plays it to the corner. Archie for the Sirens pulls this puck out. Rock there to help as well. She'll be in the corner now. The center looking for Archie. Up McQuaid drops down. She's looking to extend her point streak. 6 games coming into this, but we've talked about the storyline of Corrine Schroeder here, and her numbers against the Sirens, or rather against the Frost this season, have been excellent. All 4 wins, .933 save percentage. Plays some of her best hockey against Minnesota.
And look at some of these saves. She's so good on the ice. Notice how a lot of these have to do with moving laterally side to side, flashing that leg pads, making the saves. And so all smiles from Corrine Schroeder when she gets to face the Frost.
Shot here for the Frost, looking to break Schroeder in this third period. Battle underway in the corner. Up along the boards, Rock chipping it to center. Porcelemi swats it away. Bourbonnais trying to get a handle on it. Now the other way. There, Ruderak on the far side. Pushed off the puck. That's support now from Shisheva. She's had some good looks. Done some of the physical stuff too back in the first period. Anissa Shisheva down low for Minnesota. Takes a look. She'll hold on. Back to the blue line. Penalty on the way against Minnesota. Interference is going to be the call. Looks like it'll be against Sophie Jakes, who takes a walk to the penalty box.
Minnesota, number 16, minor penalty interference.
We'll take a look at this play as Sophie Jakes comes in tight to take away time and space, but in doing that, she lifts Bourbonnais' stick, knocks it completely out of her hands, and that'll be a cause for sitting down in the penalty box with a penalty for 2 minutes.
New York to the power play, their first of the game. Second power play in the league, 18.2%. This power play brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes.
The third period.
North Bay will score 3 power play goals in their series against Minnesota. Levis to center, she'll go. Loose puck in the corner. Archie early on it. Thompson steals it back. Now Thompson shorthanded with some speed. Zumwinkle now on the outside. Others it ahead looking for Kelly Panic on the near end. Puck loose at center. Carpenter will pick it up. No further than Alex Carpenter on the power play. 2 power play goals so far this season for her. Fillier's got 4. Through traffic, gets stood up. Zumwinkle back to center.
Yeah, at least Steckline is so good one-on-one, and so Fillier tries to dangle her, but Steckline's able to disrupt the pass and kick it out of the zone.
2 power play goals for New York of their last 8 attempts prior to the break. They're going to build off of that, but shorthanded. Chance the other way, Himlarova. It's tied up. She'll start the back check. Jenna Watkins fires it in. Shelton weighs her options. Frost penalty killers will go for a change. Ella Shelton. She'll choose to hold. Draws in pressure. Chips it to the far side for Carpenter. Saps it to Jesse Eldridge. Drops it off for Fillier. Down low into the zone. Rock hoping to pick it up on the far side. She's met by pressure. To the blue line. Shelton. Down low. Back up high. Rock takes a look. She'll snap it back down low looking for Jesse Eldridge. Talked about the point production. Eldridge, Fillier, and Carpenter against Minnesota this season. Done some great work in the goal scoring department. Carpenter leading the way with 4 goals against the Frost this season. Out comes Jake, so we're back to 5-on-5. Firing's not able to land a shot on net on that power play. Levis to center. Giguère pulls it back. Her shot taken down in the process. Couldn't get a full release. Brooke McQuaig with a great back check. Bourbonnais on the back check. Now Zumwinkle with speed. The crowd behind her. Grace Zumwinkle cuts to center, and her shot redirected to the corner. Sandy Hart, a tough collision in the corner. Slow to get up here. The Sirens captain. She'll return to play. Jenna Watkins takes a look. On net it will go, and Schroeder will make a save. Schroeder her first shutout of the season against Minnesota. Back on January 4th, a 5-0 win for New York. 5 different goal scorers in that game. Thompson with some speed for the Frost. Budarak takes the check as offsides the call. Of course, for New York, not what they had wanted here for their final conclusion of the regular season, because they were trending in the right direction prior to the break. Take a look at those wins in regulation, the volume of goal scoring. When you've got goaltending like Schroeder playing this consistent, it's a tough pill to swallow, but reset, as head coach Greg Fargo had said, and just the goalpost change, a chance to work on a few things and meaningful ice time to be played, a chance to prove yourself. I have to think as well for some of these players, you want to earn yourself a contract for next season.
Absolutely, and that's why you want to put your best foot forward. I mean, anytime you compete, it's hopefully with that desire to be the absolute best version of yourself on the ice as you're competing. But as you mentioned, there's a lot of things at play, especially with the new team being added to the league. Like, there's just, you never know what's going to shake out.
I see how Vancouver's incorporated expansion drafts, and of course the upcoming entry draft concept for Ottawa. Chance here in front for Minnesota. Gerard has been the lone goal scorer in this game. Tries to drive wide as Flaherty snaps it back to center. A chance here. Katie Knoll on the backhand. Her shot disrupted by Mike Sandy Hart, who's back out on the ice, which is good to see. Hannah Watkins, top of the circle, is down the half-board strides for the shot. Sandy Hart settles it to the corner. She's dealt with injuries. You think the first ever inaugural season started late because she was recovering from injury. Wasn't able to participate in that first ever game. Point Schofield for Cava, her shot. Stick saved by Schroeder. Archie to center. Jesse Eldridge after him as Point Schofield beats her there. Loose puck in behind Rooney. It's only seen New York once this season coming into this game, back on the 15th of January. And all the way to shootouts. These two teams have needed extra time a lot this season. 3 of the 5 meetings have required extra time. Levis staying onside. Her shot into the glove of Rooney, but she'll play it down low. Quig. Shots into the glove of Schroeder. Will choose to get the hold. 13:06 remaining in the third period. The New York Sirens leading the way 1-0, courtesy of Taylor Gerard.
We got a 1-0 hockey game here in St. Paul with the Sirens ahead in the third period. Corrine Schroeder, a huge reason why. 28 saves for New York's netminder so far in this one. 17 of those shots were faced in the opening period. She was ready from the jump. We showed you the graphic earlier. 4 wins against Minnesota. She loves playing against the Frost, especially this season. Taylor Gerard, well, she loves stripping the defender and taking this right down. The left shot there, quick release. And that's the first goal of the afternoon, and that is the first goal of the season for Taylor Gerard, acquired from Boston in late January, guys. You got to love the confidence on her face. Let's see what we got the rest of the way.
Yeah, Katie, her face kind of said it all when she scored that goal. Pure elation. You have to think, Gigi, in those moments, you got to break, you got to break away. You want to be able to cash in, and, well, she did just that.
She did. She's such a strong, powerful skater with a great release. So it's exciting to see her get her first wearing the Sirens jersey.
Minnesota moving it ahead. Krosalemi to the far side. The speed stopped up. Jamie Bourbonnais through center for the Sirens. Finds Rosenthal. She gets caught up. Great stick by the Frost. And they'll look to head the other way. The Shepherds leading the way. She'll chip it down low. Katie Knoll will go after it. The tough hit from Jane Downey Landry earlier on in this game. Downey Landry, 5 in a game. For her checking from behind. Frost not able to capitalize on that power play. Countless chances in this game. Looking to find some wins. Regular season starts to wind down, and they're on the outside looking in for the playoffs. Jenna Watkins off her skate. Simpson from the blue line. Only a piece of it as it redirected down low. Jesse Eldridge now for the Sirens. Through traffic, looking for the loose puck. Jenna Watkins gets tied up. Shepard there for help. Brock steals it away, and her shot on net. A chance here. Rooney stretches out and makes an excellent save. Keep this a 1-goal game.
Great save by Maddie Rooney. And Abby Rock has had such a strong period, strong game overall, putting a very dangerous shot on net. And here's a look at it as Abby Rock comes around, rips the puck, and look at Eldridge, but Maddie Rooney with the extension of her leg to save that by her toe of her skate. Just incredible athleticism. As you see, literally got caught under the toe of her skate.
What a stop for Rooney. 8-6-1-2 this season for Minnesota. Off the face-off, Simpson goes D-to-D. Chips it into the corner. Hecto tied up with Channel Watkins in the corner. Or too loose. Giguère at center. Elizabeth Giguère out in front. Her shot just wide. A great look for the forward. Simpson keeps his play going. She'll walk the line. Another shot here as Rooney makes the save. Love seeing these Minnesota Frost bucket hats there as part of the Fan Appreciation Day this afternoon, courtesy of Woody Creek Distillers. Have to get my hands on one of those, Gigi. You're from Minnesota. You gotta hook me up.
They are fun, aren't they? I'm surprised we didn't get them up here, way up here.
We've got a few words here. We're not leaving without some bucket hats this afternoon. Villiers on the far side for Sirens. To center, Carpenter fighting for space. Avis helping her out down low. Sackline trying to steal this puck back. Some huge, meaningful gains up ahead. A tough redirection off the inner skate of Levis. Almost able to capitalize on their second of the game. Both teams go for a change. Sirens changing a lot of their personnel as Rooney finds Claire Thompson with a quick pass. Heisey pulls it in to center. Taking a look here. Heisey out wide. Scanning into the corner. She'll go. Passes it to the blue line. Winds and fires. Schroeder with a great stop. You've talked about it. Heisey, such a great shot. Love to see her shoot more here as Minnesota eager for some wins and some goals down the stretch.
Absolutely. I think she's done a really good job forcing the opponent to guess and with her passing, but now it's like, hey, we know she's going to dish it. Let's take a look and see her shot in action, and she's going to catch players off guard. They're not going to know how to defend when you're the dual threat option.
Heisey's got 8 goals on the season. Two coming on the power play. Turnover chance now. Rock for the Sirens. Lets the shot go. Walker saved by Rooney. To the blue line. Another shot here. Blocked in front. And bodies in the lanes has been a storyline this game. McQuigg chips it in. She'll go after it. Now up high. Gerard to center. Kelly Panic will pick it up. To Grace Zumwinkle. A chance here. Zumwinkle shot off the skate of McQuigg. This is a fun line to watch here for the Frost. McQuigg, Panic, and Zumwinkle. Kelly Panic up against Rosenthal in the face-off dot. Into the corner it will go. Cava first on it. Cava sells it to Jakes. Zumwinkle taking a look here. Winger options, far side looking for Cava. Jenna Watkins keeps it in play. Zumwinkle along the boards here. Taking a look. She'll hold her shot down low just wide of Schroeder. She tries to get the rebound here. Corrine Schroeder with the save. Corrine Schroeder, the story here as the Sirens in the lead, 1-0. Excellent goaltending, certainly the conversation in Minnesota. Thompson along the blue line, chips it down low. Carpenter steals it back. A 2-on-1 unfolding for New York. Fillier on the far side as Levis with her. Sarah Fillier walking in. A shot here as Simpson joined in on the rush. A great look for the Sirens. Now the other way. Heisey cuts back, looking for a pass to Quinn Schofield. I think that's been a storyline all game, Gigi. The chances for New York off the rush. Some odd player rushes.
And just right, and unable to convert really for either team, but especially on that rush, hits their own player cutting across in the middle, trying to draw a screen net front.
Levis, another chance here on the far side for New York. Peyton Levis, load and a save made by Rooney. Gets the blocker out just in time. To center it will go. DD, Jamie Gourmanet taking a look up ice. She'll fire it in. Rooney will play it aside. Instead, she'll hold on with 7:25 remaining.
Here's a chance. Sarah Fillier, always dangerous with the puck on her stick. Opts to dish it to the third player coming in, Allie Simpson, who's smart decision. She one-touches the puck. However, her teammate was cutting right in front of her, and then she caught the tail end of her body as she was passing by, but good look and good opportunity. Minnesota's very happy and pleased that it was blocked in front of Maddie Rooney.
Great timing for the Frost. Rock battling hard along the boards for the Sirens. Archie stealing it away. To center, Eldridge's shot. Nets it off early, just wide of the net. Minnesota now 31 shots on net. Now 8 games this season where they put up 30 or more shots on net in a game. The volume's there. Now it's all about converting here down the stretch.
And they haven't had as much ozone time in this really since the first period, and so it'll be important for them to play more together as a unit and have their D even tighter in the neutral zone, because that was how they had so much space. They were picking off plays in the neutral zone, and they were quick transitioning when they had the opportunity.
Down by 1. If you look no further than the Ottawa game, sometimes all it takes is 12 seconds left in the game to score a game-winning goal. So we'll see what's in store here as time starts to wind down this third period. Rosalemi tries to bring it to center. Turnover for the Sirens. Rooney tried to get a hold on it. Rosenthal down low. Pinned up by Flaherty. Rosalemi there for Huff. Chaos in front of Rooney, but she'll make the save. Sirens pressing here in the third period.
New York has done a good job forechecking this period. Taylor Gerard, the goal scorer, drawing 2 players to her. That it is work by Rosenthal. Gets the puck back, and Gerard again, net front. She does so well with her big body, taking away time and space, drawing people. She's hard to cover, and so I like the effort that New York has had later in the game on their forecheck. They're pinning Minnesota in the defensive zone and therefore keeping them away from their goalie.
Sarah Fillier a chance here. Shot just high. Rosenthal from Lane, Minnesota. Homer Buckeye with a strong finish here in the third period. Thompson out wide. Trying on net. She had help. Panic was right there on the doorstep. Steckline down low. Panic will go after it. Out in front. Turnover into the hands of Fillier. Coming in this game, second in the PWHL with points this year for Fillier. The playoffs won't be possible for the Sirens this season. Zamwinkle to Heisey. Her shot here, looking to tie this up. Under 6 to go in the third period. Levis with Abby Rock. She'll get by Cava. Rock keeps it going through the legs. She'll go on the backhand. No one's home as Cava steals it away. A great look from Abby Rock. But it's Heisey now the other way. Her shot deflected off of Eldridge's skate. Time winding down in St. Paul, Minnesota. Corrine Schroeder, the difference maker here in this game. Final meeting between the Sirens and the Frost. Some silky hands on display in Minnesota. Down by one, Minnesota Frost finds themselves against the Sirens. They struggled against this team all season long. But just the one win in shootout back in December 22nd. It's 4-3 shootout win courtesy of Taylor Heisey. They've had a lead for both of their meetings against the Sirens this season. But today it's been all New York with the lone goal courtesy of Taylor Gerard. Game has really shifted here as it's gone on. Off the post again for Rock, her second in the game. Another strong look for Abby Rock in this game. Heisey trying to keep this puck in the zone. Point Schofield staying onside. They will go. Cava trying to pull it back into tight spaces. Point Schofield down low for Minnesota. Pass out in front. No one's home. Sirens able to make it clear. New York goes for a change. Flaherty for Minnesota. Fires it in. Shelton chases after it. Pressured by Carl Salemi. With speed, Minnesota going to spend some time in the offensive zone. Eager to tie this up. With great speed, Carpenter goes after it. Rooney with a huge save. A game of moments. That has been the story. So much can change in the blink of an eye.
Here's a look at Abby Rock coming over, using great puck protection, ripping it off the pipe. Here's another look at it as she spins. Beautiful shot, hits the shoulder of Rooney off the pipe. And look at this, off an excellent forecheck opportunity by Alex Carpenter. Dishes it, but Maddie Rooney keeping her team in for a 1-goal differential.
1-0 New York leads. Piling on the pressure in the third period. We can earn some draft order points in this game. They'll wrap up the regular season. They're going to be at Toronto on Tuesday. And their final home game of the season will be the final game of this PWHL regular season on Saturday. They host the Victoire. Steckline chases Gerard. Punches it ahead for Levis. She'll have a break here. Peyton Levis' shot blocked by Channel Watkins. Down the other way with some speed. The Frost, a chance here. Channel Watkins going end to end. It's into the corner now. Fillier on the chance at center for New York. Carpenter settles. She'll rim it around. Shishaba hoping to pick it up near side. Spent some time with the Boston. Would you have played with her?
I did play with her. Yeah. I did play with her a bit. She, always has a smile on her face. So fun to be with. Great teammate.
Rock now. Great moment from her in this third period. Sends it up high. Eldridge down low. Rock now taking a look out in front, right in the hands of Liz Shepers. Under 3 to go in this third period. The Sirens have found another gear. Shishva gets control of it. Great hand-eye coordinated from Jesse Eldridge at center. I think your 2017 team, though, Gigi, was quite remarkable.
There's a lot.
But it was the Buffalo Buttes that
the Buttes, I know. They
found a way in that Isabel Cup final.
Yes, they did.
Got some firepower on that roster. Shelton walks the line. Looking for the loose puck down low. Rosenthal draws a penalty here. The Sirens are going to head to the power play to close out this third period. Heisey to the box. New York back to the power play. Weren't able to capitalize earlier on in this game.
Minnesota, number 27, minor penalty for Hook.
New York getting some pressure as Ella Shelton firing from the point, misses wide, but Gabby Rosenthal goes after it. Taylor Heisey gets her stick under her arms, hooks her, pulls her down. She'll go on a Minnesota Frost will go on a penalty kill, but they, as it was mentioned earlier, they did a really good job killing off that other penalty that they had, and so it'll be interesting to see if they can get possession quickly and when Maddie Rooney will come out.
Sirens weren't able to get a shot on net in their first power play. Up by 1. This power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel, Paper Towel, power through tough messes. Shelton along the blue line. 3 power play goals for her this season, lands it on net. So the New York Sirens will return to the Prudential Center for their final home game against the Victoire on Saturday. 2 p.m. puck drop. You can join the Sirens for Fan Appreciation Day. They'll celebrate all the incredible fans that have made their season very special. More information on tickets and group experiences, you can visit NewYorkSirens.com/tickets. Fan Appreciation Day today. Have some bucket hats. Kelly Panic, a chance here for the Frost. Down goes Rooney to the bench, an extra attacker on the ice here for Minnesota. So we'll have some 5-on-5 play here. A chance on the backhand. Schroeder with the save. Minnesota not afraid to push here. An empty net, so it'll be 5-on-5. Panic's shot. Redirected off the glass. Final push here for the Frost. No goal for it as Channel Watkins off the backboards. Heisey in the box. So Channel Watkins with control at center. Empty net for the Frost. Looking to tie this game up. Quinn Schofield down low. Looking for a pass out in front. Now Harchie gets her stick in the lane and she'll go for it. Harchie off the post. Doesn't get much closer than that. What a sequence. Hell Harchie. Why not? Here, another chance. Off a body. Levis looking to finish the deal. Stolen away by the Frost. And a sequence of events here in the final minute. Harchie in front. Levis buries it. An empty net. Peyton Levis with her 4th of the season. 2-0 for the Sirens.
Kind of thought Minnesota was going to escape without allowing an empty net goal. The end-to-end shot by Harchie hits the pipe in, but Peyton Levis is able to put the puck in the net, secure the win for her team.
Minnesota native gets her 4th of the season. Right at home here. Big goal for the Sirens. Really a tale of 2 starts and finishes for this game. You go back to the first read, it was all Minnesota. Now here in the third, the Sirens found their legs. At home pace as this third period will wind down. Thompson. The buzzer will sound, and that will do it. A 2-0 win for the New York Sirens. Corrine Schroeder with her 4th shutout of the season. The Sirens found a way. Schroeder along for the ride and made the win possible. 2-0 your final, as that will wrap up Minnesota Frost home games of this regular season. They'll wrap up on the road. That'll do it for us here inside Xcel Energy Center. On behalf of myself, Kenzie Alone, Gigi Marvin, Katie Storm, and our entire PWHL broadcast team, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.